So around 12 years old is when you start getting involved in the streets, stealing from stores, eventually going on to snatch chains, right? What
Yep.
was the driving factor of that?
A lot of it was like trying to prove a point to show people that, yo, I get down. I'm not scared to do crime. I can't say it was money motivated, although that probably had a played a factor in it as far as the criminal behavior. It was more so like in our hood, you got to be known for something, right? So me, I did multiple things, right? I fucking played basketball. I went to school, so I'm known in school as a comedian. I was a joke a lot, and I'm known on a basketball court. Hey, yo, I got a little skill, but I'm also like, yo, I want that rep too. Like, yo, I'm a street dude as well. I'll snatch your chain. That was my mentality, you know. I'll sell drugs. I'll go in the store and steal, you know, because I was like, that's I wanted that reputation too, to be fearless and respected as far as in the street.
And you guys were stealing like a lot of video games and shit too back then, huh?
Yeah, we're stealing a whole bunch of shit. Like I said before, we'd go empty out of Toys R Us. I'm not proud of it. I'm just telling you what happened.
Right.
We'd go steal everything. We'd go fucking steal jackets, leathers. Like, I think I done stole about every item from a TV to a Nerf gun, you know, to kitchenware. I talk about really just, and we wasn't stealing it on some, like we was like housing that shit, taking that shit like we are. I dare y'all say something, we fuck y'all up. Security and all of that. I remember one security guard, like I used to go to the movie theater. You know how you have to pay for your movie ticket? I didn't believe
Right.
in that. I used to go walk right in the movie theater, like boldly, like, man, I ain't paying for shit. I'll lift that rope up and go watch my movie. And I remember a security guard from my hood, he caught us, you know what I'm saying? And he kind of like called the police. He was just doing his job. But I remember the older cats in my hood, once the word got back, yo, that motherfucker called the cops on us. They did him dirty because that was just the credo of the neighborhood, man. You know, we don't call cops. We do what the fuck we want. We you know, we bold and dumb, you know?
Right. So eventually you start hustling. Now, when you were younger, your mother dealt with addiction, right? I know she's been sober for over 30 years now. It's amazing. But at
40.
that 40 now. But at that time, did you ever think about what you were selling was the same thing that your mother struggled with?
Nah. Listen, when you selling drugs, you just think about the money. I mean, it sounds heartless, but that's the truth. Whatever happened in the past is the past. I'm in the present day. So yes, I'm conscious enough to know that this shit is fucking up the community. But I looked at it like it's just a game. You understand? A game that I'm trying to win. And money is the scorecard. So I never had, I know that sounds heartless, but that's just the game. I, I,
Right.
I was conscious and aware of what I was doing, 100%.
Have you been able to process that over the years? And what has that been like?
Um, One thing I do know is it's bigger than me. Like that nigga Nino Brown said in New Jack City, it's bigger than Nino Brown. You know what I'm saying? It's it's bigger than me. America has a drug addiction. New York City has a drug addiction. People use drugs. People have been using drugs since the beginning of this planet. Somebody, the first human beings looked at them plants and said, I wonder what this shit could do to me if I manipulate them. So drugs are prevalent in our society from the crack era to the heroin era to the opium war, you know? So I don't look at it like it's the drug dealer fault for destroying the community. I look at it like, yo, this is an addiction problem. This is a mental health problem, and we need more powerful people to look at drug usage as a public problem that needs treatment than a capital punishment problem. Like a jail is the answer problem. Prison is the answer, because that's not the answer. You heard?
Well, it's also an economic problem.
It's an economic problem as well. So drugs are like the cover up, really. It's the pretext to this industrial prison system, and they're using it as a tool to get us all in there, right? But it's not the guy on the corner that's causing the damage. We all know where it come from. I ain't got to tell you. You can watch a documentary and you know where it's coming from, and you know who's selling it. I think it's so much money involved that nobody want to stop it. Why would you want to stop it, right? Something that costs $400 to make in South America, you can sell that shit for 25,000 here. Like, how could you stop that? There's no stopping that. That kind of money and that kind of value will corrupt everybody. So everybody is from the White House to the motherfucking crack house. Like, everybody's corrupted by this money.